Hello everyone, this is Kaylee from Nerdy Birdie Adventures, and today I am going to be sharing with you the journals I keep, I guess. I've really been kind of enjoying talking about my journals recently, and I figured I'd upload a video before the end of the year, kind of sharing what journals I keep and kind of like what I keep in them, that kind of stuff. Sorry, I have something stuck in my throat. I am one of those people who has like, I think there's like 8 different journals here, which I know to a lot of people is probably excessive, but I have a hard time keeping my thoughts together, so it's easier for me to kind of compartmentalize things, I guess, hence why I keep so many different journals. But I will just jump right into this, and I just have a little pile here, so I'm just gonna go through it in the order that I have it piled up. So the first one is this one. This is my hobonichi weeks journal. I think I've shown this in a vlog before, but this is my hobonichi weeks journal. This has like a weekly layout. So Monday to Sunday, yeah, weekly layout Monday to Sunday. And then, so in this journal, I keep my to-do lists, any kind of like bills I have to pay or like stores I have to visit. So for example, today's comic book day. So I have written in here like the comic book store and, you know, any other places I might have to visit while I'm out. And then I also have my habit tracker in here, so like, did I do my reading today, did I do my writing today, did I do any drawing today, that kind of stuff. It just lets me so I'll share this page. So this is my habit tracker, and then I use stickers for like how I've been feeling in the day. But yeah, so I have like my little habit tracker here, and it's Monday to Sunday, and then just a list of stuff I keep track of. Which that might change a little bit in 2025, but for now this is kind of what I've been doing all through 2024. So but yeah, that's my hobonichi weeks journal. The next one is my hobonichi Techo. Yeah, my hobonichi Techo journal, which is the A6 size, the smaller journal of the two, because they do this one, and then I think the cousin is the A5 one. But yeah, so this is my hobonichi Techo for 2024. I have it wrapped in a cover, and then the cover wrapped in a plastic cover to protect it. But this used to be where I keep my to-do lists before I picked up the hobonichi weeks. So the hobonichi weeks started on November 25th, so that's why I'm including it. But this used to be the journal that I kept my to-do lists and my habit tracker in. But now it's now I keep my social media stuff in here. I use this to track my social media stuff. Basically, I use it to keep track of what I post each day, because if I don't, I will double post things, and I don't like that. So it's easier for me to just have it written down, and then I don't double post things or stuff like that. This is a page a day journal, so it works really nicely for that. And then my 2025 hobonichi Techo is going to be the same thing, is going to be my social media journal. And then the last of the hobonichi journals is this one, which this is the hobonichi cousin. Again, it's in a cover. I have a different cover for my 2025 one because I found one recently that I really liked, but I will probably put some other kind of notebook in this journal, or in this cover, should I say. But yeah, so this is my daily journal, because this is same as the Techo, or same as the smaller journal. This is a page a day journal, so I just write down kind of like my daily journaling in here. I also keep my food tracker in here, so I write out like what food I eat each day, and my basic calendar, because there's like a month calendar like there's a calendar, like the box, regular box calendar for each month. And then I also keep my favorites lists in here because there's a page at the beginning of every month that's just like the month page, I guess, like the header page or whatever you would call it. I write my favorites lists there. I want to do a little bit more with my hobonichi in 2025, but 2024 was the first year I used one, so but yeah, I've kind of fallen in love with using hobonichi because it's like you can be as simple with the setup or as, you know, over the top with the setup as you like. Like they're really quite versatile journals. Alright, so I suppose I will get into then my, like the rest of my journals, I guess. These are all, the rest of these are all traveler's notebooks. The only other notebook I'll make mention of, or like journal that I use every day, is my commonplace book, which is on my desk right now. And it's literally just a dot grid notebook that I picked up from Walmart that just, I write stuff down in it while I'm at work, and just anything that I want to write down so I don't forget. It's just that. Okay, so the first one is this one. This is my little Moomin passport traveler's notebook. And I just have photographs in this. I'm kind of using this notebook right now to document my Polaroid photography journey, I guess, because I have a little Polaroid Go that I mentioned in my last favorites video, and the photos fit perfectly in this journal, so I'm kind of using this journal to kind of document my journey with learning how to use that camera properly. But yeah, it's really cute, and like I have some extra pockets and stuff in here, and this one, I do carry this around with me sometimes too. Alright, next is this one, which this is the Blackwing collaboration with Traveler's Factory. This is a regular sized traveler's notebook. The rest of them are all regular sized. This has my traveler's notebook, my Traveler's Factory diary in it, which I use this as my creative journal, I guess. And what I mean by that is it's where I write down any writing that I've done during the day, any drawing that I've done during the day, so I can kind of keep track of where I am with things. I'm constantly bouncing between projects, so this is where I keep track of all of that. And then I also have my ephemera journal in here too, which literally that is just a notebook that I stick like tags and ephemera and like that kind of stuff in. So like if I get a plush or something, like this Squishmallow for example, like how the Squishmallow has a tag on it and the tag's got some cute art on it, I will stick the tag in this notebook here, and that's just what that's for, because I like looking at the tags. It's cute to me, so it's a way of kind of keeping it all collected together. Alright, next one is this one. This is the Traveler's Diner Traveler's Notebook that I got from the Traveler's Company notebook from their USA website. I think this was one of the US ones. They just came out with their new road trip one. Yeah, but I got this from their website. I don't think they have it anymore. But this is kind of like a personal project journal. I keep photographs and ephemera and stuff in here that follows a theme, if that makes sense, but I'm not going to go too much into detail on what the theme is. But it's kind of like it's another creative kind of journal based around kind of like based around like an original character, I guess. This is where I keep all my OC notes kind of stuff. But yeah, so that is that one. Alright, okay, the next one, I just did a tour video of this journal, and that is my everyday journal, my nerdy journal. So this is the one that I carry around with me everywhere, and I, you know, write stuff down in it. It's like if I sit down in a cafe and I journal, this is the journal that I'm using. This is just my everyday note journal. It's kind of like my commonplace journal, but I put a little bit more, this one's a little bit more decorative and stuff like that. Like I'll do journal spreads and stuff in here. Whereas like my commonplace notebook is just me writing stuff down. And then my last journal, which I might do a tour of this one at some point, but my last journal is this one. This is the Tokyo Station. This is the brown Tokyo Station journal. Cute little bear tag on there. This is my travel journal. So I technically have two travel journals. I have the one that I'm constantly sharing pictures from, which is like my day trip journal. So if like I go to like the zoo with my partner, or like we go to the local theme park or something like that, stuff where we're only out for the day, I will do a spread in that journal. This is like longer trips. So for example, the last entry I have in here is like a weekend we spent in New York, or like we spent a week in Washington DC. So this is the notebook where I document kind of those longer trips. And it's just the traveler. So the Tokyo Station cover is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite covers that's ever been put out. I have some patches. This one, I think this one came from a zoo, but I do not remember which zoo. I think it might have come from Columbus. I think this one came from the Columbus Zoo. And then this is the Apollo 13 patch, or like a replica of the Apollo 13 patch that I got from the National Air and Space Museum. But if you're interested, I would like to do a tour of this particular journal, so you can see kind of how I travel journal, I guess. But yeah, so that's all the journals I keep currently. I don't know if that's going to change in 2025. I'm not keeping a traveler's notebook, like a traveler's factory diary, in 2025, so I'm probably going to work my creative journal into either my daily journaling or like my habit tracker. I'll probably work it in there somewhere, because I prefer the hobonichis for that kind of journaling, I guess. But the traveler's notebooks I prefer for kind of any like scrapbook style journaling, I guess. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing tours of any of the other journals, let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Like, welcome to the community, I guess. I want to start calling you guys my nerdy birdies, but I don't know how you'll feel about that. So if you notice me start to use that phrase, like, that's just, I think it sounds cute, so that's probably why. But yeah, I do want to share my 2025 hobonichi setups when they are done. I've started working on the journals, but they're not completely set up yet. I don't like having them set up until like quite close to the end of the year, because then that way, otherwise I change my mind and then I'm like, oh, I don't like how this is set up. So the closer I do it to New Year, the better. But I have started like doing some very basic setup on them, just so I'm not like super behind when I get to wanting to work on it. But yeah, like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I will see you in the next one. So stay nerdy, my friends. Bye.